We will improve the health of children by improving the health outcomes for every child. And to do that, we'll need to be able to uniquely identify them. My name is Derek Ritz. This three-part video series has been developed for the Asia eHealth Information Network's Regional Enterprise Architecture Council for Health, REACH. Support for this series has been provided by UNICEF, ADB, and WHO. This is video number 3. It looks at immediate steps we can take to operationalize unique IDs for health, starting with a pervasive global health workflow, child immunization. If you've not already viewed them, videos 1 and 2 can be found at www.AeHIN.org. In video 1, we followed the health storyline of a 15-year-old adolescent named Kanya. We learned how ICT investments in collecting aggregate indicators have enabled ministries of health to map their care cascades and identify the sometimes glaring care delivery gaps in their health systems. In its 2015 document, An Agenda for Every Child, UNICEF advocates for an evolution in how we leverage ICT investments to address these care gaps. We need to harness the data revolution to disaggregate our indicators. We need to invest in systems that enable us to track the progress of every individual child. In video 2, we explored the 2 things needed to be able to tell which data in our databases is Kanya's. Thing number 1 is connectivity. Thing number 2 is identity. Connectivity involves not only capturing data from activities at care delivery sites, but also connecting the disparate data silos where this information is stored. Such care continuity ensures appropriate guidelines are followed. Doing this, however, relies on us being able to unambiguously identify Kanya. This can be readily done by employing one or more of the 3 factors of identification: biometrics, wallet IDs, such as cards, or shared secrets. The key to this puzzle is for us to link Kanya to a meaningless but unique number, an MBUN, that we can use as an ID for health purposes. Kanya's baby will need his own MBUN too. Everyone needs to have their own ID, starting right from birth. In parallel with the long-cycle efforts of establishing a harmonized e-government strategy for universal IDs, it's worth considering a simple ID scheme to be used purely for health purposes. Such a strategy immediately addresses important patient safety, quality of care, and privacy challenges. So, is there an opportunity we can act on right away? The simple answer is yes. The approach relies on rolling out digital health infrastructure that satisfies our basic requirements for connectivity and identity. A natural first use case around which to focus this effort is one that is fundamental to the health of children: immunization. A number of immunization registry options are available, which may be readily implemented to support this crucial workflow. An open-source software system has been developed with WHO sponsorship, for example, that includes child immunization scheduling and vaccine inventory management. These supply chain features are key to the business case. Early results indicate that the inventory management efficiencies alone could financially support and sustain an immunization registry implementation. Importantly, an immunization registry should be implemented in conjunction with a health information exchange so that the crucial connectivity requirements can be met. Such an approach sets up the necessary infrastructure to support upstream workflows, such as maternal care, and downstream workflows, such as integrated management of childhood illnesses, IMCI. The infrastructure is also completely reusable across other workflows, such as HIV, malaria, non-communicable disease management, and so on. But hold on, how do we establish and manage identity? One of the keys in operationalizing identity management for health purposes is found in the functionality of the Health Information Exchange. It is accomplished by using a demographic database called a client registry, A client registry is an all-persons database of demographic information for health purposes. The client registry creates a system-generated index key for each individual. Associated with this golden key is the definitive golden demographic record for the person, which will include data such as their name, date of birth, sex, home residence, perhaps mobile phone number, and so on. Usefully, the standard client registry data model includes optional fields for insurance information, plus an optional privacy flag for consent directive management. The client registry also includes a cross-reference index of any other keys that may be associated with this person. These keys represent ID numbers that might appear on a national ID card or a driving license or on a simple card issued by the health ministry. In each case, the client registry stores the ID number and its issuing authority. The cross-index of IDs is important. It allows us to do exact match searches for a specific client record. Without the ID, we must do a fuzzy match search using a combination of name, sex, date of birth, and such. Misspellings, ambiguity, or even errors in these demographic data make fuzzy matching difficult and imprecise. Perhaps the most important aspect of the cross-index of IDs is that it allows unique identification for health purposes to be established without requiring everyone to have an ID from the same issuing authority. Some proportion of the population, citizens over 18 for example, may have national ID cards. Some proportion may have driving licenses, or social insurance cards, or passports, or some other ID. As a way to bootstrap the process of establishing unique records in the client registry, anyone presenting for care who already has an ID card can use that card to authenticate themselves. Their ID number will be recorded in the client registry and associated with their golden key and demographic record. But there will be those who do not already have IDs, such as migrant workers, non-citizen residents, children under 18, and others. When these persons present for care, they can be immediately issued a health card, and this health-only ID number is associated with their golden key and demographic record. Okay, but what does this have to do with immunizations? Well, a lot, actually. Ideally, a baby gets its first vaccination right at birth. To safely and effectively execute the vaccination schedule, we will need to immediately identify this unique child. At our first opportunity, we will establish a vaccination record in the immunization registry and associate the baby's vaccination card ID with its golden key in the client registry. Opportunistically, the golden demographic record in the client registry may be leveraged to improve the coverage and timeliness of birth registration data in the country's civil registration and vital statistics database. This is important. There is evidence that strengthening CRVS helps us in establishing and defending the rights of the child. These digital health solutions are available today. A live demonstration of the immunization workflow was presented at AeHIN's General Conference in Bali, Indonesia in October 2015. The mandate of AeHIN's Regional Enterprise Architecture Council for Health, REACH, is to provide expert resources and technical assistance to countries in the Asia-Pacific region who are embarking on such national-scale digital health implementations. More information can be found at www.aehin.org. This video was produced with support from AeHIN's development partners. The content was created by Derek Ritz, Lori Thorell, and Wingxi Chen. Thank you for watching this video.